Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Josian and this is Kingdom Sense. Today we're going to be taking a look at, I try to make it 5, but I wound up going for 8 because I couldn't decide. So we're going to take a look at 8 different fragrances from different houses that are going to be perfect for the upcoming season of the holidays and wintertime, cold weather. So we're going to go through these, and if you are enjoying the videos and this is your first time here, please consider subscribing to the channel. Leave a like on the video because it helps me out a lot, and comment down below. Let me know which one of these are you rocking this wintertime. But to start off, we're going to start off very strong. This is going to be a staple for wintertime, and it is one of people's favorites. So the fragrance we're going to start off with is going to be Stronger With You, Absolutely. And yes, this is absolutely a banger. This is such a good fragrance. It is an iconic, Stronger With You line is just an all-around game changer. And they did I just missed the strip completely there. Man, it's so good. It is sweet. It has like a really nice booziness to it, and it has like a warm, cozy smell. Very sweet though. Very sweet, very smooth, very sexy, the sweetness from this is going to cut. It's not as sweet as Intensely, which I heard it was discontinued, so that's sad. But it's not as sweet as Intensely. It's a boozier than Intensely, a little darker, a little bit richer, and it has this booziness to it, which makes it very a little bit more grown up, a little bit more character, a little bit more interesting to me. So that one, Stronger With You, absolutely 100%. If you haven't bought it, please go to any discounter and get it. If you haven't tried it, try to sample it, or if not, go to a store and check it out. But this fragrance is amazing. That's the first one on the list. Strong With You, absolutely. So coming up next is going to be one of the best affordable vanilla fragrances. There's going to be a good amount of vanilla in this fragrance, a good amount of sweetness, because it is more cozy wintertime fragrances. So one of the best, or if not the best, vanilla, dark vanilla fragrances that are affordable is going to be Mercedes Club Black. Look at the color of that juice, man. Oh man. But yeah, Mercedes Club Black, you could love it or hate the bottle. It's okay. It's not the best, but it's not the worst. But what can I say? This is incense. This is vanilla, dark, creamy vanilla, and atomizer is really nice on these too. Yeah, man. Very nice, very sweet. It is probably the best, in my opinion, when it comes to car companies. Usually they're known for not having very innovative or very high quality fragrances, and they're affordable. This is punching way above its weight class, and it is probably one of the best car company fragrances that I have smelled. Very smooth, very clean, sweet vanilla, but it's dark, it's inviting, it's intimate. If you like vanilla fragrances, if you like darker vanilla fragrances, that's a little bit more thick and a little bit more mysterious, then you're gonna like Mercedes-Benz Club Black. Awesome fragrance. All right, so coming up next is going to be so I was looking through the fragrances that I wanted to feature in this video, and right next to that one is another Mercedes-Benz Club fragrance, and it is the next one on the list is Mercedes-Benz Club Extreme. Now this one, it's a little harder to find. I think that you could still find it for an affordable or a good price on fragrancebuy.ca. But this one is another fragrance that is going to be perfect for this upcoming season. This fragrance is to me, it smells a lot like Pure Havan's pure malt, not Pure Havan, Pure Malt by Mugler. This is, I have Fragrance World's Starman Nebula. That one is good. And this one probably costs a little bit more, but I think this one has better quality. Yes, it's a how can you explain? It's literally like malt, but with like fruits and sweetness. It very masculine. This is definitely a manly scent. And this is a little bit grown up, a little bit more mature, but at the same time, it's for a more serious guy, in my opinion. That's what Pure Malt gives to me. It's this fruity sweetness with vanilla and malt, and it gives it a nice like character to it. It's a very different than other designer fragrances. Like both of these designers, like those two Mercedes. If you go to to Macy's or any type of department store, and you smell the designer fragrances that are there, most of them are smelling the same. You have the Azzaro Most Wanted. Then you have another sweet one, Valentino. All those are just sickeningly sweet, and they have this same DNA, the same designer type of smell, and it's kind of getting played out for me. I like things like this, things that are different, because you can have one person that smells you, and they may be wearing the different fragrance, and they have slight differences when it comes to both fragrances, that the one that you're wearing and the one that they're wearing. But because the base is so similar, and the construction of it is so similar, that people aren't gonna tell a difference. They're not gonna think that it's a unique scent. I'm looking for something that smells unique, that smells different, that sets me apart. And this fragrance is going to be, if you're looking for a good designer for a good price, this is going to be a good one for you. Man, so good. So that's going to be Mercedes-Benz Club Extreme. All right. So next on the list is going to be a fragrance that I can't believe how cheap it is, how inexpensive it is. And don't get me wrong, if you look at the bottle, you could tell it's cheap. The fragrance is called Sepil Bound. And when you look at this bottle, you could tell how cheap it is. Okay, it's very inexpensive. They did not spend any money. I mean, this is like very hollow and cheap, and it makes noises, and it actually like moves. The cap is like plastic. This thing has like a sticker to make it look like stitching there, but it's not real stitching. I mean, it is just very, very cheap, and the price is cheap. You could get this for less than $20. And but the scent, this is a clone of Armani Code Profumo. And yes, the sweetness, the fresh sweetness from this fragrance, so good, man. It's so good. It's so close to Armani Code. It's out of this world. It's crazy. But this fragrance smells really, really good. The juice is really good. It reminds me a lot, when it comes to like the bottle design and how cheap it looks and feels, it reminds me of Detour Noir. Like, I remember how a lot of people were giving it hate because the bottle is cheap, the atomizer is cheap and everything, but the smell was really good. It smelled really good. Same thing with this one. This one, it smells really, really close to Armani Code Profumo, which is now discontinued. So the fact that you could get this for under $20 and it smells so close to the original is a win-win for me. Nobody's going to be looking at the bottle when you spray it on. It's in your shelf. It's in the back of your shelf somewhere. Just spray it on, enjoy the scent, and call it a day. Beautiful scent, sweet. It has a little freshness to it, and it is if you haven't smelled Armani Code Profumo, it's probably one of the most hype and the most beloved Armani Code flankers, and this does that DNA so well. So if you're looking for Armani Code Profumo, you don't have it, and you don't want to spend the crazy amount of money that they're trying to charge for it, get yourself this one for less than $20, and you'll get that same feeling. Same DNA. My God, so good. All right, so coming up, we're halfway done. Let's keep going because I don't want this video to be too long. Next fragrance on the video is going to be this one. It's going to be by FA Paris. Oh no, this is not FA Paris. This is Fragrance World, but it's the other line that they have, not FA Paris. I forget what it's called, but it is the one and only Moonlit Night. One and only Moonlit Night. This fragrance, as you can tell, if you can't already tell, is a clone of Dolce & Gabbana's The One Luminous Night. And it is a good one, especially like I bought it a few months ago, and I have let it sit. I sprayed it a few times. I actually had a giveaway that I gave away a sample for it, and I let it macerate, and now it smells even better. It is like more put together, more dense, lasts longer. And man, I mean, for what you can get this, I mean, I think you could get this for like under $30, under $40 or $30. And it gets very close. It's a dark, dense Middle Eastern take on the One DNA with dates in it, which gives it like this dried sweetness, this natural dry sweetness from the date. Oh, it smells really good, man. It smells so good. I would definitely recommend, if you can get the One Luminous Night, just like half of the world, half of the country is trying to find the One Luminous Night, and it doesn't go into stock. And when it does, people are buying it like crazy, and they are raising the prices so much. If you want that feel, if you want that vibe of the Luminous Night, get yourself this one. Get yourself the one and only what is this? Moonlit Night. The one and only Moonlit Night. Very good quality, very good juice, and it's not gonna cost you an arm and a leg. So 3 more to go. Next on the list, we're gonna go with this one. Now this one at first for me was not it. It was not it. I did not like it, or I'm not gonna say I didn't like it. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I do now. But I let it macerate, I let it sit, and then I picked it up one day, and it smelled incredible. The fragrance we're gonna be talking about is by the house of Maison Alhambra, and the fragrance is called Afro Leather. Yes, Afro Leather. Horrible name, great fragrance. So Afro Leather obviously is a ripoff and a clone of African Leather by Memo Paris. And African Leather is probably is the most hype and most beloved fragrance from Memo Paris, even though they have so many. But that one is the one that gives them all the love, and it smells really good. I went to Neiman Marcus and I sprayed it on my skin to see how it smells, and it smells so good. But then I came home and I sprayed this one on my skin, and it smells so close, like so close. Obviously you're gonna have some quality difference, but I mean, I got this for $19, I believe. $19. And you look at African Leather, even on discounters, you're looking at like $150. So yes, this one, it is, man, it's so good. It is so good. It's an animalic leather. It's a very animalic, but it has an edge to it. Like, it's one of those fragrances where you smell it and you're like, wow, that's strong, that's divisive, that's animalic. But then you just gotta keep on smelling it, and on the skin is actually much smoother and much sweeter than it is on paper, but it still smells so great. And the bottle, obviously, rip off. You have the cap, metal cap. it's just an all-around great bang for your buck. Now, when I was younger, a lot of times I used to buy fragrances and buy everything based on brands, based on how much I spend, because I wanted to show off. I wanted to. Now, as I got older, nobody's looking at what I have on. If I put on for one of these fragrances that are clones and somebody tells me what I'm wearing, I'm telling them what I'm wearing, because nobody's gonna know the difference. Nobody's gonna know the difference between this and African leather unless you have a very trained nose and you're over here on my neck sniffing me. You're not gonna know the difference. Ah, it smells so good. So yes, this is sexy, masculine. I think this is masculine. If you're a woman, want to rock this, I mean, that is a daring fragrance, even for a man. So if you want to, if you like dark fragrances and stuff, you could definitely try it out. But this one, definitely a banger for the wintertime. Upcoming wintertime, yes, great. All right, so almost done. Next one on the list is probably one of my favorite, and I have a lot of them, and they keep on coming out with more and more and more. Angel Share is a DNA that everybody loves, and this is one of my favorite clones from that house. Is going to be Enigma Dew by F.A. Paris or Fragrance World. Enigma Dew, the bottle looks nice. I don't like this is like plastic, but the cap is metal. It clicks into place. And the atomizer is actually pretty good. Nice, solid atomizer. Feels good when you spray it. Nice wide distribution. And it is such a sexy fragrance. It is sweet. It is everything Angel Share. Everything Angel Share. You have the booze. It's a little sweeter. It's not as boozy. Cocktail Intense is a little bit more boozy. That's another Fragrance World clone of Angel Share. But this one, I feel like this one is a little bit more refined. It's a little bit better quality. It's sweeter. It still has that booze. It still has that cognac smell. And you have the honey. You have the, oh my God, I think it's praline, right? The praline that give it that distinct sweetness. It is incredible. If you like Angel Share, which I know a lot of you do, and you're looking for a good one, check this one out. Check this one out. It is such a good fragrance. Man, that is great for the wintertime. It cuts right through the cold with that boozy sweetness. It is unbelievable. All right. So last but definitely not least is probably my newest acquisition out of all these fragrances. And it was love at first sniff. 100%. It is getting a lot of hype right now. And I think that if you see it, and you are thinking about getting it, get it. Get it, get it, get it. I mean, it is a clone of a fragrance that is very beloved. Most people say it's the best vanilla fragrance ever made. I don't know about that, but it is from, is a clone of Nishane's Ani, and this is going to be F.A. Paris's Spectre Ghost. F.A. Paris's Spectre Ghost. Man, first of all, look at the bottle. I'm not even gonna show you the box, but look at the bottle. It's either love it or hate it, but the fact the bullet going through and making that ripple effect, I mean, it looks, some people might hate it, some people might love it. I actually really dig it. I think that it's a cool design, and man, the best part besides the scent about this fragrance is the atomizer. Check this out. Man, quality is such a good fragrance. It's such a good Ani clone. It is almost 1-to-1. I'm not gonna say it's 1-to-1 because it's really not, but this one has the bergamot at the top, which gives it, like, the bergamot, it has a little bit of bergamot, it has some ginger, which gives it a zinginess, right? And the ginger is very prominent, but then it has vanilla, so it's like it's kind of like a vanilla cake with like a ginger frosting or something like that. Like, that's what it smells like. It smells very edible. It's very gourmandish. And if you're looking for Ani and you don't want to spend the 160, even at retail is over $200, and you see this available on any of the discounter websites, get it. Get it before it becomes impossible to find, and then every time it goes on in stock, they raise the prices. Get it. That's gonna be Spectre Ghost by F.A. Paris. Amazing Ani clone. So that is it. Those are 8 fragrances that I think are gonna be perfect for the upcoming winter months. They are going to cut through the cold, and they're gonna definitely get attention. 100% get attention from all these. But thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you all. Please leave a comment. Which one of these did you like the best? Do you think that you would be more interested in? Leave it down in the comments. Let's have a conversation. I love talking to you guys. But until next time, thank you so much. God bless you, and take care.